Welcome back, reinforcement learning. This session I explain the N-step actor critic. Okay, N-step actor critic is advancement of the advantage actor critic model. Instead of update the parameters with entire loop after completion of entire episode, we are update the parameters with after N steps. That is called a N-step actor critic method. It is the actor critic method is the combination of actor is the policy function, critic is the value function. So we have combined the both in actor critic method, and advantage actor critic method is we have the distributed learning, distributed training. We are added with the actor critic is called advantage actor critic. We are update the parameters after n steps is called a n step actor critic model. Okay, this one is solve the balance the learning process and improve the efficiency to solve the complex problems in reinforcement learning. So in n step we are adjust the parameters after completion of n steps in a process. So if n is equal to 1 means only one step updation is it is a fully online learning. Here the bias is happen. If the huge large number of n it's called a Monte Carlo learning. It is the variance is very high with that values. To stabilize that bias and variance values, so we are using n is a moderate value. Okay, number of steps is we are taking a moderate value instead of using 1 or instead of using higher n value. The bootstrapping is we are added in n-step actor critic. One more feature, the bootstrapping is predict the future rewards. So this is the used in the critic part. The critic is calculate the advantage value. In that advantage value, it predict the future rewards. That is called a bootstrapping. The bootstrapping is feature is added in the n-step actor critic model. And critic critic evaluate the actions taken by the actor to evaluate which action is the best one to reach the target one. So that is we are perform that operation at critic part. The purpose of n-step learning it is bias variance trade-offs and bootstrapping. It is the n-step we are needed to predict the future rewards after n iterations. So we are using bootstrapping in n-step actor critic method. Next one is bias variance trade-offs. We are taking the only one step updations. It is the bias value is very high. Okay, we are taking the huge number of steps in episode. After completion of episode, the variance value is very high. The variance of the rewards value is very high. So to solve that one, we are using n step. N is the moderate value to stabilize the bias and variance. So that we are using n step actor critic model. The n step actor critic model is the same steps in advantage actor critic model, but we are taking instead of taking episode we are taking n steps. So here the workflow of the n step actor method, the first one is initialize the hyper parameters. Here first we set the number of steps, that is the capital N, and discount factor gamma and learning rate. The next one is we are taking the current value, predict the sample from the probabilities and apply that action, and we calculate the state value and next state value, and we calculate the advantage value. This process is same as the advantage actor critic model, but the difference is n step. If the episode steps are less than n, means the episode is completed before n steps. So in that case we return the return for that step to 0 in episode is end before n steps. And we calculate the return and the advantage, compute the return G for that n step sequence. N step sequence by adding rewards and bootstrapping for the online to predict the future values in critic part, and calculate the advantage value, adjusting the return by comparing it with the predicted and actual rewards, and update the actor and critic loss. Actor loss update the based on the advantage, loss of the actor, and critic loss minimize the square root error, predict the and actual returns and predicted returns, and optimize the minimize the both combination combined loss function, the actor loss and the critic loss, optimize reduce the losses. And this is the code for that one to solve for n step actor critic method. In benefits of n step actor-critic, it improve the stability and the efficiency also increased. It reduces the bias and variance values moderately, and so it is improve the performance of the model. Generally use cases of the n step model is we are using in complex environments to solve the frequent updates are required some environments. In that case we are using n step actor critic model, and in n step actor critic method provides the robust framework for the reinforcement learning to solve the complex environment problems in reinforcement learning. Thank you.